Hello, once again I'm here to share some thoughts on your preparation for Services Selection Board process. Today we will talk about relevance and importance of sociability in the selection process. As you all know, that one of the very important aspects of armed forces is that a person should be able to work in a team. History is replete with the examples where there had been people who were very, very good individually, great soldiers, but when it came to leadership role in armed forces, they were very poor. Because while they were skilled to do their task, but they were not good enough to be a leader. Leadership actually has got three elements. One element is skills, which you should have, so that you can flaunt the attitude of anything you can do, I can do better to your key team, and they will respect you. Second, you should have attitude that I can do it, I can do better than you. And third and fourth, more important is that you should have confidence to face men. So therefore, it becomes, if you want to have that confidence to face men, you should be able to take a team together. There had been cases, say, Third Battle of Panipat, Sadashiv Rao was a great soldier himself, but he died because he could not carry his team. Team can be carried only in case if you're social. And sociability, why it is important? Because when you are interacting with someone, you can give your viewpoint, you can learn to take others' viewpoint, then you can come out to a common point and then you can proceed ahead. Now, how is it relevant in SSB? Take it like this, that when you go for SSB, each one of you is trying to get selected. So it's a kind of a situation where crabs are in a bucket and every crab is trying to come out. And the other three will try to pull you down. Unless you have that leadership trait. That unless your colleagues, your fellow candidates, they have certain kind of a known, unknown respect. And let me tell you, this respect does not come just like that. Your known reputation that, oh, so-and-so is some great player. If Sachin Tendulkar comes or say Mahendra Singh Dhoni comes with me in the SSB, I will not be impressed with their cricket achievement because it's either me or them. So this is one, but at the same time, in case if you keep talking to people, then what happens that people come to know your capabilities. Again, case in point is, if say Mahendra Singh Dhoni is in my syndicate and we are going for, and I have to select between Mahendra Singh Dhoni or someone, a fat slob coming there. For my command task, I would like Mahendra Singh Dhoni who can put in his bid because that is my test, not Dhoni's test. But Dhoni is physically fit, he can help me. So therefore, but that can come only in case if you know Dhoni. Likewise, starting with the screening process itself. When you are going through the screening process, everyone has written his story. Everyone has written a story where that story, you have to sell that story to other candidates who are there with you in that group. In case if you are individualistic, then you are one of those many voices which are there. But in case if you have friends in the group, They may ask you, okay, number so and so, what's your view on that? And that's a cue that you will be able to, and people sitting behind them also, because one who is part of the team always performs better. I mean, for all those who are movie buff, you would recall that movie Chuck Day, where those two girls, individually they were very good, but India was not winning because they were playing their individual game. But only game when they played together, they won. So in armed forces also, that happens. If you are part of a team, then it's a winner. Does any one of you know anyone who was there in surgical strike? Other than Abhinandan, who was not part of the Balakot the airstrike. But they did it. Because it's a game of nameless, faceless. And only team performs. Now, another aspect in this, so now let me come to the second aspect of it. That how do you achieve the sociability? Because relevance and importance of sociability I have explained to you. It can be from the time you reach the railway station. If you are a pleasant-faced, you have confidence to talk to others, others will also open up. But if you are one of those, even in those interactions, if you are one of those who's in love with his own voice, you will be termed as a big bore and nobody will care much for you because everyone is there to get selected. But if you are pleasant, if you are prepared to listen to others' viewpoint and then give your viewpoint, then that interaction gets established, communication gets established. So this can be achieved only by interaction. So right from the time when you arrive at SSB, when you talk and you tell someone that I'm studying in Lucknow University, Achha, which subject are you? I'm studying physics. Okay. And I'm also doing physics. The other guy says, okay. So what subjects, what topics have you already covered? When you show some knowledge, when you show that you had been part of a sports team, when you know other was a part of so therefore you have to have that patience to listen to other also. That's another aspect. You should be able to communicate your viewpoint and you should be able to, and that helps the bonding. And in case if I can take chemistry's analogy, it is a covalent bond. It is neither coordinated bond nor electrovalent bond. It's a covalent bond. And two persons together make the bonding. So therefore, it is always important because a loner can be an assassin. And loner is dangerous even for armed forces. Armed forces do not prefer loners. Because loners could be good, loners could be bad. But if you are part of the team, because success in a battlefield is only because of the team. If team is not together, and team, the building block for team is sociability. That you should be social. You should be socially well adjusted. If you are socially well adjusted, where you talk to people, people talk to you, and you are prepared to, you have respect for others' viewpoint, then you become very sociable. And if you are sociable, then half the things will be done. Because even as a leader, when you try to tell someone, and people, if you are, if they know your capability, if they know your concern for them, then they will always be with you. In this, I'll tell you, one of the most important aspect of soldiery is that how well you care for your subordinates. And it is not your personal benefit. So those who care for themselves, they make poor officers. When you start caring for others, then you are a successful leader. So test of leadership is that how well you care for your subordinates. So that is what Sir Philip Chetwood's credo is also, where after country, your command comes. And command, if it is with you, if your command is with you, then you will be a winner. So therefore, my suggestion is that socially you should be well adjusted. You should be able to, and that can come. One of the reasons which I told you. One is capacity to listen to others, capacity to have good conversation skills. You should be dressed up properly, not I am say flashily. I am decently, where dignified look you give. Your hair should be combed. You should not be exuding bad breath from the mouth. You should be fully shaved and properly dressed. And girls are there, then not that lot of jewelry or something, but a persona which impresses people. Then last but not the least, the most important aspect is self-confidence. A person who has got self-confidence, a person who has got attitude to help others, they make great conversationalists. And this also help you, this conversationalist skills also help you to become socially well adjusted and you are accepted by others. One of the most important aspects in sociability is that when you go join a group, you should not stand up like a sore thumb that you are different. If you are part of the group and yet perform, then they say, yes, he is us, he is part of us, and that helps. So, be sociable, be social, take a lot of care to be good socially, and that positive attitude, helping attitude, self-confidence, these are the things which help you. And your knowledge base, if your knowledge base is good, I remember one of the officers whom we used to respect hell of a lot is that we said that whatever he says, he can never be wrong. So then the respect comes. And when you talk to, another aspect is, when you talk about the family, you talk about the triumph and tribulations of your friends, that makes you social. One of the questions it is asked that how many friends you have. If you have friends, and how do you spend time? Jamming. Some people give some silly answers like, no, we talk about career options. That's a very boring way of doing things. When you are with friends, you indulge into a lot of foolishness to make it look real. You laugh together, you cry together, you play together. Then only you will be part of a team and you will be able to fight together. Concern for others. You should have very high quotient for EQ. Emotional quotient, you should be very high and should have very high empathy factor for others. So these are the things which make you very, very sociable, and a social person is always preferred in armed forces because he is part of the society. Thank you. I hope it will help you to prepare better for your SSB.
आप भी बन सकते हैं हिस्सा भारत के रक्षा क्षेत्र में हमारी ऐतिहासिक कामयाबी की दास्तां का। क्या आप भी बनना चाहते हैं अधिकारी भारतीय सेना में? अगर हाँ, आज ही ज्वाइन करें सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी और ले इंडिविजुअल एंड पर्सनलाइज्ड गाइडेंस इंडिया के एलाइट एसएसबी पैनल से। अगर आपने सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन दबाएं ताकि लेटेस्ट नोटिफिकेशंस आपके पास में सबसे पहले पहुंचे।